The Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for twin attacks in the Somali capital, Mogadishu, that killed 30 people and injured dozens more. A bomb initially went off at a hotel before a second was detonated. Around 30 people have been killed and more than 50 injured in a hotel bombing in the Somali capital. Many of the victims were caught in the second bombing, and that went off after security forces arrived at the scene.
This was the moment the second bomb exploded at a hotel in central Mogadishu, sending people running in panic. The blast was captured by a journalist who'd gone to the scene after the first explosion when a suicide car bomb had rammed the hotel gate. Militants then stormed into the building and began shooting. Witnesses say many of the guests had jumped from the building to escape the gunfire. Journalists and security forces were among the many wounded.
I and the other journalists were covering the scene of the blast when the second bomb exploded. I saw a lot of people lying on the ground dead and others wounded. The environment around the city has changed.
The hotel was near Somalia's parliament and popular with politicians, some of whom were taken to hospital. The Islamist group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility. In recent years, it's waged an insurgency against Somalia's Western-backed government. Somali and African forces have largely driven the group out of the capital, but it remains active from bases in rural areas.
We somewhat deluded ourselves into thinking that, fine, Al-Shabaab has been pushed back. However, the Al-Shabaab doesn't need that amount of capacity to be able to carry out these kinds of attack. And as long as Somali National Army is not functional, is not there, we cannot really provide support.
This latest bombing comes ahead of presidential elections, which have already been postponed because of security fears. Anne Barker, ABC News.